Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Zeba Nation Plays the FM Scout Academy Challenge. Now, when last we left off, Dallas FC had suffered a humiliating defeat to Los Angeles, and there was promise of much drama to come at the end of the season. Unfortunately, I didn't really check the math on the whole playoff picture, and in the next game we beat Seattle 1-0, and that secured our playoff spot. So we don't really need to see any more games. And also, for the Champions League, I had also secured my spot in the Champions League. So we can check out the group there. Let's see, where are we? Group G down here. As you can see, I've got 3 wins for 9 points, and the closest other team has 4 points. So I didn't even need to show up for that last game, and I didn't really. We lost that game, but it didn't really matter. We still moved on in the league, so we'll be next season. We'll be in the quarterfinals, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. We'll be in the next round of the Champions League for next season, so that'll be good. But we have some unfinished business here. Take a look at our competitions. You can see we're in the MLS Wildcard round. Very exciting for this young team. At the beginning of the season, I didn't really think this would happen. I mean, I'd hoped it would happen, that we would make the playoffs. But I was nowhere near being sure that it would happen, just because we had such a young, inexperienced team. You know, a bunch of 16 and 17-year-olds on this team. But our veterans pulled us through at the end of the season, and we were able to secure just enough points to get into the wild card round. Now, as far as the Supporters' Shield, we're a little bit down here. We finished 14th in the league. Not really where we wanted to finish. The board expected us to finish mid-table, so I guess we're not going to meet that expectations. Unless by moving up in the playoffs, we also move up in the table. I can't remember if that's how it happens or not. I don't believe so. So we might be stuck here at 14th place. The interesting thing about that is there's only 12 playoff teams. So that means there are 2 teams in the Eastern Conference with better records than us that didn't make it into the playoffs. So that's kind of an interesting quirk of how the MLS is divided into 2 conferences. Not a lot of other leagues are divided that way that I'm aware of. Definitely not in England. They're not divided into two that way. Or if they are divided into 2, they're sort of completely separate entities. Venorama North and South, you know, they don't play each other. So anyway, we are in the Western Conference wild card against the Seattle Sounders. Let's take a look at our record against the Sounders this season. We started off the season against them with a 1-0 home loss. Then, let's see, what was our next game? Next game, not too many games later, 10 games later, we had a 2-0 away loss. So things weren't looking too good against Seattle. They were regularly at the top of the table. But near the end of the season, pretty much the end of the season, the game that secured our playoff spot was a 1-0 victory over Seattle. I guess we can take a look at that highlight real quick, just so we can see what's happening. Get a feel for the Seattle Sounders and what they're all about. They've got some good players, obviously. They finished several points ahead of us. I guess they would have finished in 4th, and we finished in 6th. If we can get this highlight loaded, that would be wunderbar. So here's us putting on the press near the end of the first half. There's old Clint Dempsey. They got, like I said, they got a few superstars on this team. And I believe it's a turnover there. It is nice steal by Ulloa. Pamikel just fires it up. Akindele with the nice move on the outside. There's Bonner. One of his few highlights is a hockey assist to Ulloa, who finishes off the play. Gets the steal on one end, races down, gets the excellent strike from outside the box for the goal. Only his 3rd goal of the season, but that was a key goal. Gets us in the playoffs. And so now we have a rematch against Seattle. We went through, like I said, we lost that final Champions League game, but we played a lesser squad. Same thing with our last game against Los Angeles. We played a lesser squad. So now we're moving into the playoffs, into the wild card round. And I have to say the MLS playoffs aren't set up in a great way. I don't really like how they're set up. It's sort of a hybrid of American and European style, and I don't know. There's something about it that doesn't fit. Anyway, let's look at the team, make sure these are the guys we want to start here. Gonzalez is back in goal, so that's very important for us. Lloyd, Hedges, Zimmerman, Acosta, Van de Castile, Ulloa, Pamical, Valdez. Yeah, I guess we'll start Valdez. Akindele and Lish. We still, this season strikers have to be a real focus for us in the super draft, just to get somebody who can score some goals. I mean, Lish has improved. Even his stock has gone up a little bit. He's up to 2.5 star potential. So I guess if you look at the darkened out stars, he might have even a 3.5 star potential. So I don't know, but he hasn't really scored a lot of goals, and he's got a lot of holes in his game. So if he doesn't improve vastly, he did get an extra half star just from his limited playing time this season. So maybe he's a guy, as he gets older and matures, he will get better. But he was not a lot of help this season. Pamical or Akindele, was our leading goal scorer. I think he had 11 goals this season, which is pretty pitiful. But if I understand it right, Dallas has had a history of not having very good strikers on their team, or at least not very proficient strikers, I should say. Anyway, yeah, this looks like a good lineup. It looks like what we're going to go with. Don't have any suspensions, don't have much in the way of injuries. What are we doing with the team instructions? Counterattacking. I think that's okay. I think that's a good way to start out against Seattle. Instructions, what do they want us to do? Go to the 4-4-2, no thank you. Play with the standard mentality, not at the moment. Flexible shape, nope. Alright, so we're going to ignore our coaches for the moment. And head on into the wild card. So, after we're out of the playoffs, whenever that happens, I'll do a season review video, and then we'll get into the next season. And I'll try to have fewer videos for this series, maybe just 2 a week. I don't know, 3, I guess. Beginning of the season, mid-season, and end of the season type videos. And if we make the playoffs, I'll show the playoff videos. But I don't want to. Well, Champions League. There's so many games I should show, but I don't want this challenge to take up all of my time. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so Seattle versus Dallas. Here we go. We already looked at our lineup, so that's fine. Should have done a team meeting. I think our team is a little bit down in the dumps after those final 2 games. I had to have a team meeting right before the Seattle game to get us up for that. So maybe it's too soon to have another meeting, but that's what we'll do. So they're going with this here formation. This formation seems to be all the rage these days. It's kind of a 4-3-3, and I've heard people call it a 4-3-3. But, it's got the defensive midfielder, it's got the wide wingers out here, so it's, I don't know. Just dropped something. Anyway, I've seen it a lot, and I don't know why. Did some coach make it popular? Some coach have some success with it, and now other people are copying it. That seems to be a good reason for it to be in vogue these days. But I don't know. Anyway, Jones and Evans appear to be going forward. I don't like closing down on fullbacks when they also have wingers, but I might have to make an exception for those fellas. Puts a lot of stress on our fullbacks to do that. All right, I guess we'll go ahead. We will qualify for Major League Soccer with a win here, so go out and impress me. I think they missed a word there. We'll qualify for the Major League Soccer playoffs with a win here. You know, I think what it is about the playoff system is that it, unlike other North American sports, it's not unified in terms of how many games and the type of games that are played in the playoffs. Like in American sports, it's either single elimination or it's a best of X number series. Usually it's best of 3, 5, or 7 series, or it's single elimination. But MLS has both. They have single elimination in the wild card and single elimination for the cup. But the playoffs in between are 2-game series, which that's another sort of un-American thing going on in the MLS playoffs. They have 2-game series followed by, here we go, Akindele with a shot. Nice. 2-game series decided by, aggregate goals or whatever, away goals even. That's just not how, it's not how any other sports league does things here in the United States. So it's just different. And it's the kind of thing that puts off American sports fans, if I'm honest. Just because they feel like that's, not the way to settle it. It's not really settled on the field in a lot of people's eyes. If you stop the game and go to a spreadsheet and say, oh, these guys won. All right, good for them. Ooh, nice stop, Gonzalez. There's a little ricochet there. So it's a bit of a back and forth match here. They're starting to get more highlights. I gotta think about changing the way we do things. Oh, that was a bit of a delayed dive there, Gonzalez, but at least it was harmless. Being outnumbered in the midfield as usual. Velasquez, oh, that was awful. Didn't even attempt a shot, and he passed it right to the other team. See what Zimmerman going to do. Fire it downfield to nobody in particular. All right, so this little highlight has shown me something. I don't think we can... Let's go back to our control game. And see if we can work it in the box and maybe get a goal that way. All right, so Seattle's got the possession back. Let's get the steal. Costa, nice. I thought I saw something where it said Acosta had the most steals in the MLS. Or most successful tackles in the MLS. Acosta, what are you doing? Oh, you should have crossed that, my man. Pamecao, Velasquez, shoot it, Ulloa. That was an awful shot. No power behind that shot whatsoever. Look at him rolling the ball out. That's interesting. He's not booting it downfield. We're not connecting on many of our crossers. All right. Make that change. I don't want crosses into the box anyway. I want... No, what is this? No. You changed everything. That was the opposite of what I thought they were going to do. When they said we're not hitting on any of our crosses, I thought that meant they're unsuccessful, so let's not do them. We haven't attempted any, so let's try just that. I don't know. Odd wording. So here we go. Acosta, let's see if we can get another steal. I don't like this build-up. This is going to be a build-up. Oh, nice steal by Hedges. His name should be Hodges. I'm sorry. No offense to his family or anything, but Hedges is just not a name. It should be Hodges. Hedges are bushes. Let's get out of here. I don't like this build-up. This is no good, Dempsey. Oof. That's his specialty, is getting to that back post and heading the ball. Keep an eye on him. That was pretty good marking, I think. But it was just a bad finish on his part. If he'd have got that on target, I think that was a goal. So here we go. Acosta got away with a warning. That's a good man. We're not in stuck-in mode. But here we are. 30 seconds left. Oh, we better not get scored on with 30 seconds left. Come on. Come on. Chad Marshall, first goal of the season. How many times does that happen against us? First goal. Really bugs me when that happens. Okay, so there we go. 30 seconds left in the half. And we lose one. So, let's see. Where's the unlucky one? Unlucky so far. I don't know. Let's stick with the control. See if we can get one back. I mean, now they're going to sit on it, I'm sure. They're going to sit on the ball, deflate the ball, run the four corners offense. Just try to take time off the clock. So, with that in mind, I think we have to close down more and get stuck in to try to win possession. There we go. Ooh, foul. No card, though. That's good. Don't want them old yellow cards. Probably start getting them more now that we're stuck in. There we go. Win the ball. Lloyd, make a play, make a play. There he goes. He got past his man. Who's there? Nobody's there. Ulloa, can you take the shot? Ooh, almost got a deflection there. That might be the only way we're going to score a goal is to get a deflection. Just because our strikers are so poor. Maybe Pamukal could put in a good strike. That was terrible footing there. Velasquez, you better be able to beat Dempsey to the ball. Thank you, Mr. Lloyd. Alright, we are getting highlights, though. We're putting pressure. Fullbacks are getting involved. Lloyd to Acosta. What are you going to do with it? Nice shot, but Seattle's goalkeeper is a pretty steady guy. I don't think we're going to get too much nonsense by him. We're going to have to beat him. Beat him with either good play or with luck. I don't think we can just line up and fire shots at him and hope that beats him, unlike our goalkeeper, who still makes boneheaded plays like that. Alright, here we go, here we go. Keep it out of there. Zimmerman, nice play. Zimmerman's getting a lot of run these days, since he had his little stint on the U.S. team. In the most recent friendly, he got an interview on the ESPN podcast to talk about that. Ooh, there's a header by Dempsey. Again, I don't think Dempsey's a target man, but he kind of acts like a target man. They definitely try to get him the ball. Alright, 65 minutes gone. I think we gotta go attack. Maybe try mixed passing. I don't know, we gotta get some attempts. We gotta get some shots. Some highlights. Let's see what that'll do. Here we go, Velasquez. Oh, come on, my man. If there's any time to get a shot on target, this is it. We need some playoff love here. This would be so big for us going into next season if we can get into the playoffs with this team. We could get in the playoffs with any team, I think. Ulloa with a shot. There it is. There it is. Ties it up. Boy, I thought their goalkeeper was going to stop that easy. Ulloa doesn't have the greatest shot in the world, but man, that was a nice one. That was right to the near corner. Low. Not very hard. I mean, not terribly, but that was just bad play on his part. Better goalkeeper would have definitely kept that out. So now the question is, do we still move forward Do we still try to attack? Ooh, this might be a bad idea. This might be a bad idea. Oh, Ulloa again. He's the man of the match so far. Because if we keep attacking, we're going to make ourselves vulnerable to this kind of stuff. Get out of there. Ooh. But if we don't attack, we're just going to go into overtime and have to deal with it there. I think I'd rather try to win with my best players on the field, but now we're getting too many penalties. We're getting too many penalties. All right. Pause it. Let's go counter. See if we can catch them. Let's stop getting stuck in. Yeah, let's see if we can just catch them on the counter attack. Dempsey beating our team to the ball. There we go. Let it go. All right. So we'll try to get less fouls, give them less free kicks. And maybe we can do something here. Akindele, nice header. Lish, can you do anything with it besides get it stolen? Nope. At least it got stolen back to our team. There's Lish again. What can you do with it? Oh, what a pass to Akindele. What a pass by Lish. Our man comes through with the 12th goal of the season for Akindele. But what a setup from Lich. He might become a hero. He might that might get him a shot at next season's team. Keep him on the roster. Look at that. The Canadian comes through with the score. All right, let's make some subs here. Oh, Velasquez has a shot. Let's bring in Ortiz for Castile. Do I want to bring in Earl? I don't know about this. I want to bring in Earl for Lloyd. Not particularly. I think I might just leave those guys. They'll be a little tired, but not that tired. Yeah, there's not really anybody else I want to bring in at this point. So let's give Ortiz a bit of a pep talk here. Passionately. I completely believe in you. He seems to be in a positive mood. All right, Velasquez. Okay. I should have subbed out Velasquez too, but I was hoping he would make that and give us the clincher. But here we go. We're on the counter attack still. Get the ball. Fire it up the field. Come on now. Oh boy, I don't like this. Let's get the steal. Nice. Alright, we got 2 minutes of regulation. Don't know how much stoppage time yet. That's a steal. That's ours. Hedges, nice play. That was bad play. That was a bad play. I mean, I would have preferred if he was going to fire that ball, he should have just fired it. Not tried to lob it up. So I don't know. Can our instructions be what? Pass into space, go route 1, that kind of thing. Pamikel, nice header. I could move Akindele back to defensive forward as well. He's coming back to the ball a little bit. Get the steal. Keep it out of Gomez's hands. Boy, they scored in the last 30 seconds of the first half. If they score in the last minute of the second half, I'm going to be very upset. So here we go, 2 minutes of stoppage time. Man, they're getting way too many highlights. Oh, there's a nice steal from Pamikel. He fires it downfield to Lish. Are you going to make another big play? That's a big play. Back to Ulloa, out wide to Lloyd, across midfield. He's one-on-one with the defender. Oh, he makes a horrendous mistake. Cross pass is intercepted. Seattle on the move. Dempsey offsides. Nice. Every little stoppage lets us waste time. So we wasted about 30 seconds on that one. There's minute 10 left, and we're just wasting time here for the free kick. Here's Hedges, wasting a full minute, just about a full minute there. There's only 1 minute left in stoppage time. Ulloa, again to Lloyd, don't mess it up, my man. All right, good back pass. Velasquez, our youngsters coming through. Oh, play it forward. Oh, that's no good. That's no good, but they've only got about 40 seconds left to try and steal this one away from us. Gonna have to start firing it downfield if they want to get anything. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds till we move on to the next round. Oh, Zimmerman, what a play. What a play. 20 seconds. It's the excruciating countdown. Seconds last for an eternity here. They're back out wide to Alonso. Ladero, they're sending everybody forward now. Ladero with a shot and Gonzalez with an easy stop. There's the match. There's the wild card victory for the youngsters from FC Dallas. Look at that. Congratulate the team on a comeback. You've done brilliantly to come back and win. So proud. All right, let's take a look at the post-match analysis. Ulloa with the man of the match. 2 tackles, 6 interceptions, 4 headers, 8.2 rating, and a goal. Very, very key goal. Outstanding play. Let's take a look at the full match analysis here. 15 interceptions for Hedges, 13 for Zimmerman. That's a good combination there. 85% pass completion for the youngster, Van de Castile. Pamacale, 103 passes completed. Anytime you see somebody over 100 passes completed, that's pretty darn good. And Velasquez, 89% passing. So, we are a good passing team, and I looked it up finally. I didn't really pay attention to my coach much, in terms of stats and things like that. But he is a very technical coach. I've got 20 in technical coaching. So our team are very good passers. All right, let's just savor this for a minute. FC Dallas win the MLS Wildcard, advancing to the semifinals after a 2-1 win over Seattle. That was an away victory too. Outstanding. Akindele finally ended his goal drought. All of our strikers are in the midst of goal droughts, but yes, that's very good. How pleased are you for him? It was a great moment, and I'm sure it's great to score a goal, blah, blah, blah. You've used a staggering 27 players so far this season, the highest in the MLS. Can you explain why that figure is so high? I'm a firm believer in regular rotation. Something you should know if you've seen any of my videos, you know that I use a ton of players every team. I believe in depth. Just about every sports game that I play, I believe in depth and using depth. Like I don't, even in basketball games where you really only need 5 players. I don't like having a bunch of players sitting on the bench who don't do anything. If I'm gonna have 12 guys on a roster, they should all be able to do something. They should all, be worthwhile. So in this case, if I'm gonna have 26 players on a roster, I want all of them to contribute, or at least a good majority of them. So anyway, Akindele's dramatic late goal was something to savor. What did you think of that moment? That's what soccer's all about. A joy to behold. What a comeback to see your side. Who's asking these questions? The American Soccer Gazette, Cody Peacock. Experienced and deceitful. He has a hatred for me. I don't like this guy. What's this all about? Anyway, he's excited about this win, though. What a comeback. To see your side completely turn a game around like that must be very pleasing. I don't know. I'm delighted. We weren't at the races for a while, but the players showed fantastic spirit to change the course of this match. Okay, that's an interesting statement, but anyway. All right, here's a new guy from the American Soccer Free Press, Evan Hewitt, experienced and indifferent. So that's a big step up from their hatred guy. Anyway, Ulloa was a joy to watch. How happy are you with his performance? It was terrific. Yes. All right, so we got an end of the goal drought. Uloa impresses. All right, so let's move this ahead a little bit and see who we're going to face in the next round. Los Angeles beats San Jose, but that's not who we're going to play next. Nation looking forward to Goal Bonanza. Okay. FC Dallas draw Portland in the MLS Western Conference. All right. Western Conference semifinals, right? Yes. Let's take a look at the competition just to be sure. Yes, semifinal first leg. So now we go from a single elimination knockout in the wildcard round. So now we're in the Western Conference playoffs proper, and we go to a home-and-home series against good old Portland. So we got a chance to knock out both Seattle and Portland. That would be a pretty impressive run. Take a look at their senior squad. They look pretty good. They got Diego Valeri in their midfield. He's a pretty darn impressive player. 5-star player. We haven't fully scouted him, but he looks impressive. He's kind of slow, though. Not very strong, so he's just a very skilled technical player. We can deal with that. The rest of their team looks okay, but not... I'm not going to bow down to these guys. I think we can handle these guys. How are we done in the schedule? Portland, they were our... See, we beat them early in this... Let's go back up to the top of the schedule. There we go. So, yes, we lost to them 5-1 early in the season. That's no good. And we came back and avenged ourselves with a 2-1 home victory. And then I think they beat us near the end of the season. There it is. Yes, a 4-0 defeat to Portland. So Portland has really kind of had our number this season. It's a weird little dynamic there. They crushed us twice, and we beat them once at home. So hopefully we can avoid getting crushed by these guys and learn a little bit from our mistakes. Alright, so that'll do it for our wild card game, and we'll come back for the next round. I'll see you later. Bye.